Alright, everybody, welcome back to Wrestling Rants and Reviews. This is Big Mike, and this is yet another day in wrestling history. That's right, it's Monday, start of the week, early start of the week for work or school or whatever. And, this is a good way to start it off, I guess, or finish it, depending when you're getting to look at this video. It could be the beginning of the day for you at 9:20 a.m., which it is right now, or it could be the beginning of the day for you at 2:40 a.m. or p.m. whenever you get a chance to look at this video. So whatever it is, hope you had a good weekend. Hope you got a good week ahead of you. And for all those fathers yesterday, I hope you had a great day out in the sun and the barbecue with the kids and all that good stuff. But anyways, let's get to this day in wrestling history for June the 20th. No useless knowledge, no tidbits of trivia. So that means no Antonio Inoki or the spoiler or the fucking junior league or whatever it is over in Japan. At least not for today, so far. Events, though, for this day were in 1992. The WCW Beach Blast was the first of only 2 Beach Blast events, and this was held in Mobile, Alabama. And we got Scotty Flamingo, who went on to be the Raven, if y'all know that. He defeated Brian Pillman to win the WCW Light Heavyweight title. Sting defeats Cactus Jack in a Falls Count Anywhere match. We got Ricky Steamboat defeating Rick Rude in an Iron Man match. The Steiner brothers, Rick and Scott, fought the Miracle Violence Connection, Terry Gordy and Steve Williams, to a time limit draw to retain the WCW World Tag Team titles. In 2010, last year, that's right, just last year, the Capital Punishment pay-per-view was known as the Fatal 4-Way pay-per-view, and it was held in Uniondale, New York. And we got Kofi Kingston defeating Drew McIntyre to retain the Intercontinental title. And Alicia Fox defeats Gail Kim, and Maurice in a Fatal 4-Way match to retain the Divas title. Rey Mysterio defeats Jack Swagger, CM Punk, and The Big Show in a Fatal 4-Way to win the World Heavyweight title. The Miz defeats R-Truth to retain the WWE United States title. And we got Sheamus defeating John Cena's, whatever. Randy Orton and Edge in a Fatal 4-Way match to retain or to win the WWE title. Title changes, unlike the ones that were just previously mentioned. In 1977, Bill Watts. That's right, Bill Watts defeats Stan Hansen with Pat O'Connor as special guest referee to win the vacant TSW North American title. 1981, we got Don Muraco defeating Pedro Morales to win the WWF Intercontinental title. 1987, Barry Windham defeats Black Bart in the final of a tournament to become the first ever UWF Western States Heritage Champion. Cheers to that. Good old Dr. Pepper on Monday morning. I think that shit. Chug-a-lug. Anyways, 1997, we see the Dudley Boys, Bubba Ray and Devon defeat Cronus in a handicap match to win the ECW tag team titles. Cronus' partner Saturn was injured and could not compete. In 2000 on SmackDown, we see Rikishi defeating Chris Benoit to win the IC title. In 2005 on Raw, Carlito defeats Shelton Benjamin to win the IC title. And in 2009, Hiroshi Tanahashi defeats Manabu Nakanishi to win the IWGP Heavyweight title. See? Even without the fucking league and Antonio Inoki, there's some Japs in there still fucking testing my tongue on a Monday morning. You know, with all fucking tongue twisters. With Manabu Nakahini, Mekalekahai, Makahani Ho, Nanahishi, you know? Some fucked up shit, but I still got it out. Birthdays for this day in wrestling history. You might have one out there, and you might have one out there, you might have one out there. For you to have one out there in the YWC and the YouTube land, happy birthday to you. But these guys here, they had birthdays too. Happy birthday to WWE Hall of Famer Coco Beware, turns 54 years young. UK indie star Bubblegum. Oh, I wonder if he gets chewed up and spit out at all. But he turns 27. Japanese hardcore star and former All Japan Pro Wrestling All Asia Tag Team Champion Mr. Ganasuki turns 43. And TNA personality, who was a former commentator. But the man with the insane deals, Don West, turns 48 years young. You know, he's still going at her. He's still going at her like he's 20, you know. selling shit, giving us deals. You know, imagine. But that's it, folks. That's your day in wrestling history. That's your glimpse at me. I might be back again later. I don't know. But if I'm not, remember, I got a plug for you guys. Check out ringcrew.tk. They're a podcast here in Canada. They're a great bunch of guys. They've been doing it since like 2009. They got a good following. They follow everything right from indies to WWE to TNA to ROH. Have guests on their shows, indie stars, current stars, legends. You know, they've had Billy Graham on their show. They've had indie stars, New Japan Pro Wrestling stars. So check them out, ringcrew.tk. They always have a lot. They have write-ups. You know, they have a spot where they do a lot of blogs. You know, and they have their podcast as well. And trust me, these guys are pretty good. If you want to take my word for it, check it out yourself. ringcrew.tk. Check them out. They were gracious enough to plug me on their site. So by all means, go check them out. They have some good wrestling discussion on their podcasts. And in their blogs, they have some good things as well. So check them out, ringcrew.tk. And until then, I am Big Mike for Wrestling Rants and Reviews. I'll see you on the flip side.